The happiness of your life depends on the quality of your thoughts. Hey there, how's it going, you guys? Thanks for joining me for another episode of Bitcoin and Coffee. I'll be your host, Eugene Forrest. So, what are we looking at today with these crazy cryptocurrency markets? Well, I don't come on every day, but during the last couple of days while I've been off, the price freaking fell down again, man. I mean, we were all had our fingers crossed, hoping for that bull run to be kicking off, or at least to start seeing the price go up a little bit. Here we are sliding back down about 10%, making some sideways action. I mean, so we're down about $400 or so, it seems like, as we continue to find some new stable ground in Bitcoin. What do we got going on with the news? I got articles calling for the price to go up and the price to go down, but I mean, we see that every single day, right? Besides that, where's the good news? I mean, Bitcoin's amazing, but once again, all I can find are articles pointing out bad things about Bitcoin and why these altcoins are so much better than Bitcoin. We'll talk about that as we get into it deeper. We got some good things happening on the law books. That's always a plus. But besides that, you know what we have going on that's absolutely amazing? We got Samantha over there in the chat.
Good morning, everyone.
So how are you doing today, Samantha?
I'm good.
Yeah, as you smile with a grin.
I think we are calling out today.
You think we're calling out of work today? But that's not like us.
No. I don't know.
You're gonna tell everybody that on air?
No.
You wanted to play hooky?
Uh-huh.
Are you gonna ride the bike today?
I don't know. It looks crappy. Like, I don't know. I mean, we are still real early. I mean, the sun just came out like 30 or 40 minutes ago, so maybe.
So what do you think about all this cryptocurrency stuff? How'd you feel the other day when we got off of work and we seen that the price of Bitcoin fell down another like 9-something%? You know, how we're looking at like 6,000 or 3,650, I think right now, last I checked. I mean, once again, as we're at work, making no money, getting our soul sucked by the company, we're losing money in Bitcoin.
I don't know. Yes, but I try not to. I don't know. I try not to dwell on this.
You think people are capitulating yet? You think it's the bottom? You think we're there? Are you surrendering? Are you ready to wave the white flag and say, Bitcoin, I am out. I am done?
Well, that's no. Like, for sure, no. I hope we're at the bottom. I hope it comes back.
I hope everyone else is capitulating, but we're still holding strong.
Yeah.
I hope you guys are still holding strong, too, because once again, Bitcoin is completely revolutionary. Don't let the naysayers get you down now. Don't let the price get you down now. You've been dollar cost averaging into this for a long time, and there's a reason for it, and that's because down the road, it's going to be 50 times better than what it is right now.
It's like the stupid, like, the lotteries where when you buy or when you gamble or whatever, they give you one more, raffle into. It's like you have like 3/4 of the raffle covered, people. Like, why are you?
You've got 3/4.
You're like, nope, whatever.
Well, I guess, would you mind pulling up one of those wonderful screen shares? We'll take a look at Coin Paprika, see what we got going on with all these coins and altcoins today. See if anybody's making any money, I guess.
I'm sure somebody out there's making money on some coin.
Well, I mean, they say that the real whales, they make money on the way up. They make money on the way down. If you've seen Crypto Daily's video yesterday, it explains market manipulation and what's happening in the Bitcoin. I mean, I couldn't put it better. I had to watch it twice to actually make sure that my mind was grasping every single word and the full detailed meaning behind it and what was actually possibly happening in the background in this market. And hey, I mean, it's a really good potential. I mean, that's why we are early investors. That's why, we don't have an ETF. That's why we are looking to onboard regulation. But here we go. Looking at this, we got the BTC dominance up a tiny bit from last time I seen you guys, coming in at 52.28. So that's up a whole percent from when I last seen you. That's a big plus right there. We got Bitcoin coming in at $3,644. That's down only 0.39. So like I said, some sideways movement. We were looking at that 9% drop. Looks like we're down only 5.76% right now on the 7-day, so that's not too bad. We got XRP back in the number 2 spot at 33.1 cents. That's down pretty much nothing at 0.06, and that's down 7.6% on the 7-day. As you can see, we got Ethereum taking a hurting for the week, but they're up 1.56% right now, down 19.76% on the week. They dropped below that $150 support line, down to the 126. We got Bitcoin Cash coming in at $133.
I don't know what that is.
I mean, come on. Bitcoin Cash has a better USD value than Ethereum.
Gotta Freaking love it.
You got to love the cryptocurrency markets right now. All right, so 24 hours, that's up 3.63%. In the last 7 day, it's down 16.73. We got EOS, $2.41, up almost a full percent there at 9.6, and down 11.54 on the 7 day.
I'm like never seeing a $5 one again.
Did you guys go out and collect those Stellar Lumas? I mean, they blew up your email account if you didn't. I can tell you that. 10.6 cents, down 1%, down 7.5% on the week. That was a nice little boost. I enjoyed it, adding to my trading account.
I mean, I did it, and I was still getting emails saying, "Please claim your stuff." It's like, I already did. Thank you. Thank you.
We still got Tether coming in at 101.5. We got Litecoin, $32.19. We got a little news on Litecoin we'll cover later. That's down 1.62%, down 6.26 on the week. We got Tron, TRX, 2.3 cents, down 5.5 right now, up 4 for the week, though. One of the only gainers, it looks like, in the last 7 days. But we got news on that. We don't know if they'll be holding these gains. Bitcoin Satoshi's Vision, $81. 11.7% in the 24 hours.
And it's still down to 7.
It's still down 6.7%, but considering.
Hey.
All right, you want to slide on down here and see what we got going on in the 50s and Steam?
Why not?
We got Steam coming in at 25.7 cents. That's down almost 0.75% in the last 24 hours, down 9.07 in the last 24. And we'll come back up to the top.
Ever since we talked to Josh, I now always look and see where the Eternity one is, and it's always pretty close to our Steam. It's Steam buddy.
I don't know. I looked at the Eternity project. It did seem sound, but once again, these things always do seem sound until they fall apart. You know,
I know that's
there's always a big gamble with these altcoins. I mean, at least it's on the first page. You know, at least it does have some trading volume. At least it's not some of these where you have to go to
200th. Yeah.
Okay, here we go. We're down 0.32 in the last 24 hours. We're down 4.5 in the last week, 72.3 cents. No real change there, really.
No, not a lot.
All right, as we have to do every single episode, pulling up the tally fund. As we continue to tell you guys, we don't put this money in our pocket. This money goes straight toward the cause. I mean, if you donate to the donational addresses, that goes directly back into the channel and to buying. Like right now, we need another mic. We need a pair of headphones.
Or a pair of really good ones to. Yeah, we need something because I can't ever hear anybody when we do interviews.
Besides that, we bought a laptop. We bought a camera. We bought a few different things with our wonderful donations.
We were gifted a mic, which now we need another one.
This equipment does burn out quickly when you're out here doing this stuff every single day like we were for quite a while. We are coming up on our 2-year here, Samantha.
Oh, that's scary.
About another 15 days or so, 15 days, we'll have our 2-year mark out here on the air. Since then, we've come a long way. We have a free email help desk that's at eugeneforest20@gmail.com. I've also extended it to my Twitter. If you follow me on Twitter, I do answer messages on there on a daily if you ask me questions. Besides bringing this YouTube video, the free help desk, which is now expanded to Twitter, we also get out there and put feet on the ground and pass out flyers to people at electric music festivals. We found that it's a great place where people are actually really receptive to this information. They don't mind taking a few minutes to stop and try to understand this stuff. We've gotten people to scan the QR codes with their phone. And I think we've come up with a great ideal that embeds these QR codes into an image, onto a good postcard, so these people actually take them home with them. And curiosity, you know, it killed the cat. And we're actually giving people the tools needed to get started in Bitcoin, not just some of that propaganda about how the price goes up and this and that. We give people wallets. We give people places to get Bitcoin. We also give them Andreas Antonopoulos, our greatest advocator.
Yes. I mean, I was happy. Everybody took it. No one went, mean or no, I don't want it. So it's going to be a lot less scary this time around.
It's a confidence builder the more we get out there and continue to do it. But, once it comes down to these things, we're not rich people. We can't get out there and afford to do all of this out of our pocket. You guys donated graciously to the first one. We were able to actually raise more money than necessary to get out there, and the event went over really well. Here we are at the second event, coming up a little bit short this time, you guys. 18 days, and we still have a few $100s to go. It'll be what it'll be. Of course, we will definitely get out there and do our very best. and try to bring you as much footage and video and everything else. We're going to have to go ahead and order these flyers soon, so the quality may have to take a hit if we can't come up with a little bit more.
I don't know, we did get that one. No, we got 2 different Vistaprint things, so maybe one was like a renewal and one was like 50% off something of redoing. I don't know. Yes, we will work it out if you guys can't, but I don't know.
All right, you guys. As always, we hate begging for money, but the time is getting closer and closer. Let's go ahead and stop the screen share. Let's go ahead and pull out the backyard so you guys can see how nice it is here in Florida today. And let's pull out the chat so Samantha can see if there's anybody out here hanging out with us. Or if I'm just out here on an early Saturday morning, drinking coffee in the woods, trying to hold on tight to that Bitcoin future that I've always dreamed of, where life can get a little better. And I'm not going to be in a factory till I'm 60 years old trying to make that Skrilla so I can give it away to everybody, just so I can spend a little time here and there with my wife and kids.
Oh, we have people. Yay.
We have people. Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Bitcoin.
Thank you guys for being awake. However, whichever way you're going, if it's daytime or nighttime, but thank you.
So who's hanging out with us today?
We have Andy Anderson. He says, hi, guys.
Andy Anderson, you are here like every single episode, my man. I do appreciate that.
We have Truth Monster. He says, what's up, hooligans?
Truth Monster, my man. Thank you for getting out here and joining me for a cup of coffee today. Talking some Bitcoin, trying to figure out what's happening in these markets. Are you guys capitulating? Do you guys think that we're there at capitulation? I mean, just for some reason, over the last 2 days, as I've been going through the news, it really just has seemed like people have come to a grinding halt on the ideal of Bitcoin.
All the articles are like sad and depressing and like, I don't know, not very positive or very like, there's a lot of good stuff going on. So I don't know why everybody's just like, oh, it's going to go down more and it's going to die.
In the last month alone, CoinJoin at Wasabi Wallet has added fungibility back into Bitcoin, at least on a small percentage. We have wallets for our smartphones that are hooked to the Lightning Network that you can send and receive. I've seen 2 different ones now.
Yep.
But hey, it's all right. Let the price be down because my paycheck sucks. So that means I get a lot more for my few measly dollars that they give me from the factory.
Yeah.
That's a big plus. So, I just know that when the bull run happens, I'm going to be stacked up with Bitcoin. I'm going to be ready to be able to pay off a few bills and try to change my life. It happened once already, so I know it can happen again. And I thank you guys for joining me for the trip, right? Keeping each other motivated.
Right.
Yeah. Do it, buddy.
Like the buddy system and all the horrible programs. We're not in a program, but yes, like
we're all in a buddies. Program. We're in the Bitcoin program.
Okay, but it's not like, well, I guess it could be Bitcoin Anonymous if you really want.
It is Bitcoin Anonymous.
All right. So the Fundy AU is here. He says, good evening.
Fundy AU over in Australia. Thanks for joining us, buddy. We still got to get that episode on the books, man.
Right. Tech Lords is here.
Hold up. We still need another mic for Samantha.
Oh, my God.
I really would love to have her join.
I hate not being able. I mean, you could read lips to a certain.
Lords
Tech Lords.
Tech Lords. I haven't seen you in a minute, my man. Thanks for coming out today. I appreciate it.
Our Rafterman.
Our Rafterman with a $2 super chat.
Yes.
Man, you're definitely helping to buy these flyers.
Keep dollar cost averaging and hodl. Much love. Yay. We love you. Toon is here. He says, good morning, everyone.
Good morning, my man. Or woman, I guess.
Right. Oh, Toon gave us a $10 super chat.
Oh,
here's some USD to help with the mission. Oh, okay. So Joshua Thomas Hansen says there is a problem with with AE has a problem with a few mining pools. One has over 50%. That sucks.
That seems to be one of the problems lately, right? The 51% attacks. We've seen it happen to Ethereum Classic. Dash is trying to see if they can't get ready to prevent that kind of thing. We've talked about this before in Bitcoin. More than likely, you're looking at a 99% chance that you're not going to see a 51% attack carried out on Bitcoin, especially of any meaningful purpose. But on these smaller altcoins, it takes time.
Yeah.
It takes a long time to be able to build that kind of a strength in a proof of work network. The only thing that comes from a proof of work network is security, because it does hold you back on scalability. But it takes time to build that security.
Yeah.
You got to get miners, you got to get them all around the world. You got to get a whole bunch of different people doing it. And then when these, You know, these altcoins are fresh out the door. What was the one that we were talking about the other day?
Oh, crap.
I know, I'm blanking too.
And you think you take enough show notes, and it's like, nope, apparently not. Man, I don't remember which one now, but yes. Okay, so.
It was the new Mimble-Wimble coin, Beam.
Yes, there we go.
It was that, you know, how Beam came straight out the door, and there was already tons of miners on it. You know, they had gotten prepped on the sidelines in preparation of the coin becoming live, so that when you go to jump on, you can't get on. But I mean, of course, they're going to control a majority of the network.
Yeah, because the one mining dude was saying, oh, it was like day 2. And he was like, no, there is no chance that my miner was even going to be able to get in there. Like, really?
So when it comes to cryptocurrencies, I mean, Bitcoin, of course, is very volatile, but it is the safest bet in comparison to some of these other altcoins, especially when you start looking at what's actually happening, how many transactions are there, who is actually mining, how many miners there really are out there, and not just going to CoinMarketCap and looking at the statistics that are on there. Because as we've seen, and why we look at Coin Paprika, these things are up for debate.
Okay, so Toon asks, well, first, it's a she. Yeah.
Oh, I see. For some reason,
she's got a little. I'm pretty sure.
Everyone is a male.
Yep, she's got a little like girl face in her bubble, but it's a little cartoony one. Okay, so Toon says that.
Joining me and Samantha, we don't have very many female watchers. So.
That she claimed the Stellar, and then she asked, "What do you think about that wallet? The one that you got your Stellar on, that we both got our Stellars on." I didn't like that. I didn't
really like it. I know that they've had problems in the past, and I mean, I'm probably talking a year back. That was one of the original wallets I had actually started up with when I got into Bitcoin, and I did not like it very much.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's to each their own, because like I also didn't like. I mean, I didn't like Kraken like interface. There was quite a few things that like it was like, oh, I don't like the way, and we just stopped using it.
Yeah, I mean, like I was telling you guys, what I did pretty much was, you know, I took the $25 in Stellar and I just sent it over to the exchange that I do use, that I'm not going to say, and I turned it into part of my trading fund. It's a normal
one, but yeah.
You know, I mean, an extra $50 into my trading fund, big plus, you know. Yeah. I mean, as far as Stellars, I mean, maybe if I had already had a position, I would have just added it to that, but no, that wallet's not something I would definitely like recommend. You know, I would try to find, if you're going to use an exchange and leave your cryptocurrency there and all of those kinds of things, I would stick with a bigger exchange.
And not a lot of, you know, crypto. Like,
and of course, for a wallet, hardware wallets.
Yes. I mean, we're not a hold anything on anything. No one in this family carries around money in their wallet, like nothing. I don't know. Yes. Not that we've ever been like robbed or lost large sums, like, you know, falling out of your, we just don't. I don't know. It's Eugene the way he is. All right. Toon says, how about making bookmarks instead of flyers? Like bookmarks.
Oh, something smaller.
She says, I always keep those types of things, and that most of her students enjoy bookmarks too. Like, I don't know. I know when I'm at the library, I pick up all the little scratch and sniff bookmarks that are for free. I mean, it does make sense. Yeah,
that is great. Because I was thinking
it's bigger than a sticker, though. It's bigger than a sticker.
It is bigger than a sticker. And then I kept having problems trying to think of, because you know, you only get I was thinking I'd only be able to fit one QR code on there, but what kind of image would make you want to take this sticker? Because you know, everybody likes stickers or whatever.
Yes, and then it's stickers, and then it's also that you have to like, what one QR code are you going with? Like, yeah, that was the next part, because it was like, oh, we don't want to just have it be Wicca, you know, or it was, stickers are complicated for some reason. All right, so sign up says good morning. Andy Anderson said that he'll send us some BTC today. Wow.
Oh, thank you, my man. Guys. I appreciate it.
Oh, Ricky Curran is here. He says morning all. And Toon says that she appreciates our show. Helps keep me feeling connected. And that's when she said she's a girl.
You guys help us keep us feeling connected. I mean, once again, like I've been saying, we're bumming on work, all right, guys? I mean, to tell the truth, we've been there 10 weeks and it's soul sucking. This is about all we got to look forward to. We love getting ready and to come out here and talk to you guys on the camera. You guys brighten our day. I've been happy all morning knowing that I was getting to come out here and do this. I mean, this is what my real life is talking to you guys, not what I have to do for an hourly paycheck. That just pays the mortgage and keeps the car filled with gas. You know, You got to have a little more to life, you know what I mean, to keep you going. And you guys are what keeps me going. So we should probably dig into some of this news.
All right.
Wyoming, right? Passing some laws. That's a big plus. You know, we've heard that people that aren't in cryptocurrency already probably aren't going to get until we start to see regulation. They fear the lawlessness of it. They fear getting sanctioned or arrested and things like that. These concepts of wild, wild west, they go away with regulation. So here we are looking at Wyoming. We have two bills, I guess we're going to call them, that are supposedly being passed. House Bill 62 supposedly passed 8-1, and so far, I guess there's documentation on this one actually, because the other one we don't have documentation on passing. They're going to be calling cryptocurrencies or blockchains a new asset class, or classifying them as a new asset class called intangible personal property. It's personal property that you don't own.
And it's intangible.
Or intangible, like physical, yes. But they're going to say that this is going to make it an exemption from federal security laws. So that's kind of a big plus, because we've seen that these security laws are pretty much what every ICO is. Yeah. So, I mean, like thousands of cryptocurrencies are securities.
Yes, which means they're not legal. Yes, I mean, yeah.
All right, and then with the next one that supposedly passed, Bill 57, they're going to give a financial technological sandbox. In other words, they're making the state of Wyoming a place where they're going to have supervised, flexible testing environment for blockchains to not inhibit the production of blockchain. It's where you get to
go to bend the rules. Like, that's where you go if you need to do, well, you know.
But they're going to supervise you.
Yeah, I mean, Sandbox does say it all. I mean, you know, Wyoming is now a crypto playground, apparently.
Wyoming is a crypto playground for children.
Yes. Well, for millennials, probably.
I don't know. I mean, regulation is seeping into the space. It's going to happen. So, I mean, I guess it's a bring it on situation. You know, it's not like we're really getting to go to the polls and vote on this crypto regulation.
Yeah, who knew about this, like, yes, before? No.
So, I guess, go ahead. Let's see what the regulation brings. I mean, ultimately, we know that Bitcoin
this is like the third or fourth state,
is unfazed by...
Right, it's a third or fourth state that has.
Yeah, states have been passing these crypto laws in favor and against. I mean, you know, ultimately New York. Yeah, they have been in favor. We've also seen some from New Hampshire. We've seen some here in Florida. It's mostly like New York is the one that everyone thinks about, because they have they're against crypto. They have their laws and regulations and licenses that you need.
Yeah, that's hard. I mean, I know some of you are in New York, and I don't even know, because then aren't you always lying? Like, where, you know?
No, they have some that are under, that they can use.
Yes, like the Winkles.
Like Gemini.
Yes, yes, the Winkles gets it. Yes, of course you got to use the Winkles. Okay.
All right, continuing on, Litecoin. We've got a lot of Litecoin fans out there, Samantha. We know that, right?
Yes.
We're
Litecoin fans.
We've heard a lot of bad things about Litecoin lately, though, especially since we've seen the price drop way down. I mean, we've seen the price over $300 at one point, didn't we?
Yeah.
And now, I mean, we had Charlie Lee come out and tell us pretty much that we could see $20, and we're looking at the 30s right now. Well, about 71.5% of all Litecoin are mined right now. So I don't know. Is this another one of those situations of capitulation? Everyone's going to be talking bad, when in reality, 60 million Litecoin are out there and have been minted already out of 84 million total. So in other words, there's only 24 million coins, and we have a Litecoin halving coming up on August 8th of this year. So it'll go from 25 Litecoin a block reward to 12.5.
Okay.
So, I mean, not that I'm giving financial advice to anybody, but if Litecoin isn't really washed up, if Litecoin does have a real use case scenario, because that's been one of the things lately, is can a cryptocurrency be used in the real world? Is it being used? If Litecoin can fulfill that, where's it going? Because, I mean, right now that's really cheap, especially with the supply getting cut in half, especially with only 24 million of these out there to be minted still. It's another one of those Bitcoin situations. You know, the price is down, the future looks bright, but everyone's saying don't touch it with a 10-foot pole.
Yeah. I mean,
but I mean, to get big gains, you gotta go against the grain. Not financial advice. Like, I don't want anyone mad at me or anything.
I like Litecoin. I mean, Charlie Lee seems like, but it's like, yes, once the actual developers and creators and stuff start saying, well, you know, and like, I mean, there's not that many left. And yeah, the happening, I don't know.
I guess it always depends on what your financial situation is and where you are in the market. I mean, if you're just a semi-average financial gain person and you got a couple hundred Litecoins, you know, you just hodl it, you know. Yeah. But then at the same time, if you're a millionaire and you got like $30,000, $50,000 invested in Litecoin, that's a different situation. You know, you have a lot more riding on the line. So, I mean, I'm assuming a lot of other people, we're in the few $100s, maybe $1,000 at most. You know, most people, they say in America, don't even have $1,000 in savings, let alone $1,000+ invested in any sort of cryptocurrency.
All of my savings is in cryptocurrency.
So what do we got going on over there in the chat, Samantha?
Well, we have BTC Moonman says, good morning.
Good morning, my man.
And he says, thanks for your dedication to Bitcoin.
Yeah, I'm not going anywhere. I mean, I'm here ride or die with this Bitcoin stuff. Me and Samantha are both in it to win it.
He's saying the Beam people are scammers. I know it's hard to tell anymore.
It is getting a little bit harder to tell nowadays. I mean, at one point, the ICOs seemed fine. You know, the altcoins have all seemed fine at different points in time. A lot of people just a couple of weeks ago were talking about Tron, right? We can go. I got a little bit on this one. Talking about Tron and how it may not have been so scammy. And now here we are. Tron bought BitTorrent, right? And now we got BitTorrent coming out with its own cryptocurrency, BTT, which is going to be launched. BTT. Which is going to be launched on Binance. So it's crypto. Course, yes. It's cryptos making cryptos, making cryptos.
Making tokens, yes.
It's a scam on top of a scam on top of another scam. You know, but at the same time, it's not going anywhere. There is money to be made on it. I mean, they're incentivizing the Tron people to make dApps. You know, a lot of people are calling out that these dApps are going to be the future.
Did they ever go through with, like, actually paying or whatevering people who are, like, seeding and doing the stuff on...
I don't know.
Like the torrent.
I don't know if that's what this BTT token is, because it's going to be for BitTorrent. Okay. It's for the BitTorrent. I don't know if this is the token that they're eventually going to implement to be paying these people for seeding. And
I mean, they got a lot of stuff they're just saying. It kind of sounded like Ethereum in the beginning, like, just, oh, we're going to do bam, 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 all of it. I mean, I don't know.
It's just that it's kind of hard to picture this future. I mean, we're coming in contact with them a lot more at the factory of these average people, I guess we'd like to call them. I like to call them mouth breathers. They can't count properly. They can't put stickers on crates. They can't follow shipping orders. You know, basic things that you would think are common sense.
They can't go the right direction down an aisle.
So you would think that the concept of understanding thousands of cryptocurrencies just to be able to transact on the internet, like to think, oh, well, I need to get this currency in order to do this, and this currency to do this, and this currency to do this. And then I have to use this exchange in order to trade this currency for that currency because I'm looking to use this Amazon and I'm looking to buy something at this website and I need PayPal to pay for my concert tickets. They'll never get that. So, I mean, the creation of all these altcoins and on top of altcoins and is not going to bring the masses in. This is a deterrent as far as I am personally concerned. That's why I'm always just trying to support Bitcoin. That's why I only tell people about Bitcoin. It muddies the waters too much when you add all of this other stuff. I can see futuristically down the road, once Bitcoin is adopted, adding these other currencies in your every single day life to everyone, to the masses. But right now, telling them that there's a floodgate of 2,000 different cryptocurrencies out there and they all do something different and they all operate differently and some are scams and some are not, it's too much.
Yeah, it's like your old man motto, that keep it simple, stupid.
Yeah, right? I mean, these people are still playing Candy Crush.
Oh, God. People are still buying minutes for a cellular phone. I can't.
All right, what do we got going on over there in the chat? I think I see it scrolling by.
Mike McCormick is here. He says 7,000 by May 15th. And
Fingers crossed, my man. I'm
Moon
hoping.
Man says, I hope you're right. Tune says stickers are awesome and buttons are groovy as well. Groovy. Yes, I mean, the same problem with stickers are buttons, though, small, and I don't know. I didn't really, when we started out with the, let's change it up from a flyer, I really didn't think it would be as hard as it is. And it's like, wow, maybe we should just stick with the flyer. There's at least enough space. I don't know.
I was just looking for a way to cut back the cost in case it didn't all come together. I was thinking that the stickers would be easier to get a smaller roll of them.
Oh, yeah, and to stick it just on random crap.
And then I had also just thought, because our flyers were fairly large, I was thinking of trying to see if I brought it back to a postcard size. You know, I don't know. There's a few things in the work. We'll have to see what happens. Like it says, it's still 18 days away. Plenty of time for different things to happen. I have already purchased our tickets to get in for admission because I was afraid of them selling out. So
yeah,
part of it is a payback situation, but I'm not really looking to get paid back. You guys know that I'll do everything that's anything I can for this channel and for you guys in these cryptocurrency markets, besides send you my Bitcoin or give you my private keys.
Well, yeah, because neither one of those are a smart idea. All right. So Mike McCormick says our Litecoin link cannot be copied and pasted. You looked at it last time when he said, we'll look at it again because we don't really know. Like, I know you looked at your little link, whatever crap, that list, whatever you call it, your tool thingy. I don't know. See, I don't know words, but yes.
I'll check it out after the show. Apparently, we're calling in today because Samantha needs a little bit of break before she strangles somebody.
Dude, I'm going to punch somebody in their face for real. Like, for real. It's getting bad.
These people don't want to hear about our work.
I know they don't. Oh, we want to hear about yours, though. Do you hate your job? No. All right, so BTC Moonman says trade LTC for BTC. Yes. Well, I mean, everything should just be BTC, people. So
many mixed messages for you, Samantha. So, all right, I read a little bit of another article, and I kind of like stopped halfway through because it was just going on and on, talking about how the altcoins are a potential for bringing down the price of Bitcoin.
Was this the depressing one? Yes.
This was one of the depressing ones.
Oh, great.
It was talking about how if there's a flood of $5 bills, it brings down the price of $5 and $10 bills, and saying that it could be a similar case scenario with altcoins, that only so much money is going to go into the market, and if there's a variety to pick from, the money has to pick. Instead of all flowing directly into Bitcoin, it has to flow a little into this altcoin, a little into this altcoin, and then into Bitcoin. So the price of Bitcoin can't go up as much as it would if these altcoins didn't exist.
I mean, I kind of get the concept and the theory like behind it. I mean, it is like, you know, if we were all buying in seashells, but, you know, this one, I mean, yes, but it's not like that.
I think when it comes to situations like this, people like to think everything is all one thing or another. And in reality, it's a big compilation of multiple variables that come to effect. I mean, Bitcoin is very complicated. The factors at play are beyond any one person's comprehension. There is manipulation in the market, that's undeniable. There is the potential of futuristic money that, you know, empowers the people and takes the power away from the government and fiat cash. But then at the same time, there is the altcoin struggle that's happening out there with scammers leaving a bad taste in people's mouths. And then there's this onboard and offboard ramp avenue problem. Plus, we also have hedge funds and investors looking to get in. And then there's a possible ETF and regulation. And then we have exchanges out there operating as a new bank, making more tokens to support themselves and wash trading. And we're not even sure if the wash trading is actually doing anything.
I know.
There are so many unknown variables in this cryptocurrency space that it seems like we're not actually going to know what's happening right now until we're 5 to 10 years into the future. Right now, it's that you have to find something sound and try to stick with it and not get mixed up in all of the agitation that's happening in this washer, because there something is going to come out, and something is going to come out clean at the end of this.
It's like your phrase of the, shake the magic 8 ball. It's really not like shake the magic 8 ball. Like, it's like a time is going to tell. Nothing besides time is going to like be able to get to, okay, like, oh, this one's the clean one at the end. I mean, it's going to take, I mean, I would have said only a couple years, but then when ICOs came out and threw everybody back, and now everybody thinks that everything that isn't like their one coin or whatever that they have believed in because it didn't screw them is all scammy and all bad.
But this Bitcoin is always continuously, people talk about this boom and bust cycle, boom and bust. And it's always, they're always looking for, like we're saying, the ICOs are what did it. Well, I mean, it was Mt. Gox last time.
Yeah.
So,
right. I mean, we lost trust in another because it was,
humans have to put a blame to something. Maybe Bitcoin just goes up and down in price as people get into it and get out of it. Maybe we can't say it was this or that. I mean, yes, Mt. Gox was pretty easy to point to. Yes, these ICOs are pretty easy to point to. Once again, it's a gray area.
Yeah. Okay. So we have, Andy Anderson says, mouth breathers or window lickers. Yes.
Same thing.
Crap. Somebody asked about, where was it? Oh my gosh. Lolly.com. R. Raptorman says, have you heard of Lolly.com? No.
I don't think so.
Well, look, I don't know. Yeah, no clue. And Toon says that they agree on everybody. I mean, not the simple, how it dilutes and confuses. It does. Okay. Mm-hmm. So Mike McCormick says he'll throw a few dollars. He's poor, but I can share a little. Oh, we love you.
It does mean a lot to us because it's one of those things that helps keep us going, because it shows that we're not just wasting our time. I'm not complaining, but I mean, views have been down from where they were at the bull market, right? It is a lot harder trying to turn people onto Bitcoin in the bear market. So every little pick me up I get is always enough to just, it stokes my fire to keep me going and all this, and everything needs fuel to run.
Toon says that we should share about work. Hourly wage rates are the real sham. Oh, we could have a whole, I might actually be able to top out the live stream hourly amount if I wanted to. Yes, that place is horrible.
It still really bothers me that minimum wage goes up 26 cents here, or it did go up 26 cents here in Florida.
That's 2 weeks ago and nothing.
But my pay doesn't go up 26 cents.
Nope.
No, they just get closer. I lose money. Yes. Because now instantly the price of everything else is going to go up. Because I mean, if you're a landlord charging rent, you're like, oh well, these mouth breathers are making more money. Let's charge them a little more. Just like when used car salesmen are going to put cars out on the side of the road for sale, they're going to say, well, they're making $350 a paycheck now.
Mm-hmm. No,
I don't know.
It is what it is.
No matter what the hourly rate is, the 1% will manipulate the price of everything that they control to make it. They can't have you. I mean, they can have you getting enough extra with your paycheck to be able to buy yourself a little something here and there to keep yourself going, to make yourself feeling good on your days off. But they can't give you enough in your weekly paycheck where you could start providing a means to an end. If you could start buying real assets, if you could start putting money aside to create your own business and things like that, then you'd stop working for them and you'd stop making them money, and they're not going to have that. So even if we went to $15 an hour, then you'd be looking at, rent being $2,500 a month. You'd be looking at gas being $6 a gallon.
Yeah.
Everything else would just go up to accommodate. A loaf of bread would be $5.
Yeah.
So it's not a matter of what the fiat value is. They're always going to manipulate it to hold you down.
Yeah. I mean, that is the cost of living this or whatever. It's just
I mean, that's why we need Bitcoin. Bitcoin is peer-to-peer. Once we set the value on it, everyone across the world can be equal once they start transacting in Bitcoin. And yes, stabilization is going to become a big part of it, but stabilization will come with adoption.
Yeah. I mean,
all right. Well, I mean, let's go back into this hating on Bitcoin article. I mean, we weren't really done. They're saying that part of this is the advancement of Bitcoin is stagnant, which I thought was hilarious. But then they go on to say stuff like, because Bitcoin is not getting dApps, and because Bitcoin is not going to be able to carry smart contract as a platform.
Because it's too expensive and too, yes.
That it's not evolving. That it's not going to be what these other altcoins are. And it's, in my mind, I instantly start thinking that you're talking about something different. Once again, you're talking about making an apple an orange.
Yeah. I mean,
because a smart contract platform like Ethereum is not supposed to be cash. It is not supposed to be digital. It's
not supposed to be a store of value. Like, it's not supposed to be that.
And then they go on saying that it's easier to go ahead and make an altcoin with these characteristics. And yes, of course it's easier, because you start trading off. You trade off this proof of work security for scalability. So once again, everyone will learn, once they've been in here, like we're saying, time will tell when it comes to all of this stuff. But Bitcoin is the rock when it comes to cryptocurrency. The Lindy effect pretty much guarantees us things like, it's been here for 10 years. It's going to be here for 10 years. The world has adopted Bitcoin better than it has adopted any of these other currencies. And yes, we are seeing Ethereum, and yes, we are seeing XRapid getting some adoption here in the last year. But for 10 years, Bitcoin has been out there pounding the pavements, getting into merchant stores, getting into people's wallets, getting into the news, and telling people how this is a better form of currency.
I don't know. Ben Horton 009 says, hey, the ones that get in during the bear will be the ones that benefit the most.
Yes. Yes. Getting in now, even if you buy at 3 or you buy at 4, you buy at 5, and then it goes back down to 2 or something. None of it's going to matter when it's $60,000 and you held this whole time. Who cares if you got 0.001 Bitcoin for your money or you got 0.0007? It's still a lot in comparison to what these people have that are out there, and they don't even know. They're out there and they're looking at their little paycheck thinking, oh, I got $75 I can blow at the bar tonight.
Yeah. I know.
Coming into work with a hangover, just trying to make that next paycheck, just living moment to moment, not realizing that there is a future, that we are only in our 30s and 40s, and we got 30 or 40 more years to go at least, hopefully longer with medical advancements.
Feeling tired and you thinking, I'm going to go back to that bar again tonight.
I mean, part of my job is that I grab things that are up here above my head, and then I touch things that are a couple inches off the floor, and I do that a couple thousand times a day. I don't want to do that for 20 years. I don't want to do that for 1 year. I'm already had my fill of grabbing things above my head and touching things that are by the floor over and over and over and over again. And I'm only in my mid-30s. So there's a better way, and we're going to find it. I know that for sure.
As speaking of horrible work-related crap, Joshua says $12 here in Maine, or Michigan, or MA, Massachusetts. Sorry. Going up to 15.
We gotta move.
No, because their cost of living crap is higher too. What's your rent, dude? Yes.
What's a gallon of milk go for, right? What is a loaf of bread? What is the taxation to go on a toll road?
I mean, it is horrible when you start. I mean, minimum wage and cost of living and all of that crap is just crap.
Yeah, I mean, minimum wage is cheap here in Florida in comparison to other places around the United States, but then at the same time, the cost of living here in Florida is really cheap.
Yeah, and we don't have state tax. There's a few things that I guess are more beneficial than to some of these states that have a $15 and $17 minimum wage out. I mean, you don't get paid $13 to work at McDonald's here.
No.
For sure, no. Benjamin's here.
Benjamin! Hey, buddy, thanks for joining us out here.
All right, so Mike McCormick says that now he is interested in the Lolly app. He also says that the Lolly app is a rewards application that gives you Bitcoin when you shop at your favorite stores. Because our Afterman said that, yes, he thinks it would be good for adoption to work in the Lolly somehow, somewhere. I mean, you never know. Yes, I don't know. Yes.
I have heard of this one. It was just now. Like I said, I don't go around buying lots of stuff with my Bitcoin. I do on occasion. I also try to donate a little bit here and there once a month.
Yeah, but I mean, a lot of people do buy lots of stuff off of, you know, the internet in some way or another. So I could see it.
I personally, I think we need to find more ways to start earning Bitcoin. If we can find more ways to get people earning Bitcoin out there on the internet, that'll add to adoptions because then they won't be taking money out of their pocket, trying to find that on ramp avenue that works for them to be able to get their hands on Bitcoin and paying a premium on it. They would actually be doing surveys or jobs or getting like the apps that send you out to do,
yeah,
you know,
like the little rabbit
stuff or
yeah.
whatever, but to actually get paid in a Bitcoin. Because I mean, I would take a little side job and get paid in Bitcoin.
Dude,
I'd be all
right,
for
mow somebody's yard or whatever, you know, whatever your weird little.
Especially if you could lock in the Bitcoin price right before you do the job.
Yes, like as a bid, like bam, I'm gonna, yep, and you're gonna give it to me at this price, like, because yes, I hit accept or whatever that would be. I like it. They probably already have something like that. We just don't know it yet.
Yeah, it's about mass adoption. It's about, I mean, we live out in the middle of nowhere. It would be about finding that app that works and we can go to Gainesville and utilize it. You know, like an Uber situation. It takes thousands and thousands of people in order for that situation to come to fruition where people could not really know that much about Bitcoin, just download this app and start earning it.
I mean, I still think the one that is awesome with the ones that were, I think it was Ohio or Iowa, one of the group of guys that were making the one where it's just your phone contacts.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. As soon as nobody has to remember the freaking gigantic ass letter and number, like, okay, I can see that working. Yes. I can see that working quite a well. Like, oh, I just want Bill to get my money. Okay, it says Bill. We're good. Send. Bill, did you get the money? Awesome.
They're working on that in multiple different ways.
Vengeance says, all right, insomnia paid off. I can watch the show. Sorry.
I'm sorry, Vengeance.
I know. We love you, Vengeance.
We do, my man.
BTC Moonman says Vengeance equals legend.
Vengeance another one that's out there hard, working away on those trucks, you know, stacking away the Bitcoin, trying to stay smart.
Man's the king of dollar cost averaging.
Trying to stay ahead of the curve and everything. I mean, it's been a while since I've watched one of his shows, but I mean, he is always at the forefront of trying to protect himself. And that's part of his MGTOW way is, you know, not letting a woman get over on him. But me and Samantha are partners in this. Nobody's better than the other here.
I think it's just because we've been together so long. People don't even know. Like our child, when we, you know, text him off of one, he doesn't know which one of us is actually talking to him anymore. Like, we're pretty blended together, sadly.
It's better as one front we face in both directions.
There you go.
Sam Jean.
Right. I know I'll punch it. I know I'll punch a woman out. So that we're good. See?
You and the physical violence. All right, continue on, Samantha. Is there anything on in that chat over there? Or should we go ahead and start winding this down?
All right, let's see. Ooh, I don't know. Two Nation says like storm play, so I don't know which that one is, but that's another something. And then we have Ben Horton saying that thoughts of Brave planning to pay users in BAT for watching ads. Yeah,
that was with the new update. I mean, just really, how much money are they going to give you for watching a commercial?
I mean, yes, Brave. I liked Brave when we used it. We did use it. I mean, I remember we used it for a good couple, like a month or so. Mm-hmm. And I mean, they did give us BAT tokens for the stuff. I mean,
we earned 3 BAT tokens off this YouTube
I know it was like some, like, I don't know, siphoning of faucet likeness, but I mean, it did block a lot of the ad blocks and the stuff that you don't like and all of that stuff. I mean, it could. That was their plan the entire time, was to be able to give like BAT tokens for you actually watching and doing. And
it's that they're trying to create an ecosystem, because ultimately nobody's going to want to go to Coinbase, hook up their bank account, buy Bitcoin, send it to an exchange, trade it for BAT tokens, and then load their browser with it to give it away. Mm-hmm. So ultimately, they want this whole ecosystem where you watch things and you collect if you're a content creator, and then you turn around and you give out what you make. You know what I mean? And it just keeps the BAT token rolling around and around and around and around.
Propelling, yes.
Right.
Yes.
I mean, it has the potential, if they can get a catalyst to help ignite the centric motion that needs to occur to get this
Oh yeah, like if you threw this crap on like Netflix or like Hulu or something as some kind of I mean,
yeah, it's like watching the commercials on Netflix gets you, you know,
gets you
free
1.5 of a something that you can then get a free movie with. Oh well, yeah. I mean, I could see that whole little
like a reward system
going on. Yes. I mean,
I mean, who knows what the future is going to hold? I mean, that's why a lot of these things are a gamble. I mean, there's lots of people that think it'll work. There's a lot of people that think it won't work. I mean, it could. I mean, we know that commercials and blocking them on the internet, it's a big deal. It's a big thing. Just like the bots. There's bots in all of the social media. And it's like somehow people want to stop these bots, but yeah, nobody can really figure out how to put them all to, you know.
Yeah, because even when you create stuff that counters them, I mean, yes, that's the whole, then it just becomes my bot beat your bot for a couple of minutes, and then, you know. I don't.
All right.
All right. So, Toon says Stormplay pays out crypto for completing tasks, like watch a video, take a survey, buy Gillette mail order subscription at a discount. So, yes, it's.
All right. Well, I guess I will have to look at that, and I will probably add it to the show notes below if it's as you're saying. I don't see why it wouldn't be, but that would be cool. Everything to start adding a little bit.
Oh, she says Google Opinions payout and Google Pay money. Every little bit helps, right? I mean, yeah. Heck yeah. Okay. Joshua says Brave breaks sites like SoundCloud. Oh, so you can't really.
I don't really use SoundCloud much.
Yeah, but I know our kid does. But yeah, like it's like really, so they don't let you. Some stuff doesn't work. Well,
I don't know. I mean, multiple browsers upgrading. Brave will have to upgrade. I mean, SoundCloud. I know that SoundCloud is more popular than Brave.
Yes.
So
right?
Brave has to adapt to SoundCloud if that is the situation.
You got to bring that up there. Yeah. Okay.
We're good. Coffee.
Oh no.
Yeah. Oh. I think it's time.
Okay.
If you guys have any more questions or comments, please put them in the chat. Don't put Samantha out of a job. Even though you worked her quite well today, I love the interactiveness of this community. You know that's one of the reasons I'm out here and making these live broadcasts. And I got Samantha here on the sideline. Is that I want to know what you guys are thinking. I want to make this a fully rounded conversation at this crypto roundtable here that we call Bitcoin and Coffee. As always, you know, we are not for profit. We are doing this solely because we love Bitcoin, we love cryptocurrencies, and we want to spread the awareness of it. There is no marketing department for Bitcoin. Adoption is not going to happen by all of us buying a little bit of Bitcoin and going to work. So we're going to give of ourselves to help make it happen. You know, we have those donational addresses if you guys have a little bit to contribute to help make it happen. But as always, that tally fund is the best way. I think of it as a carbon offset. It's a great way to give a couple dollars to help us put our feet on the ground out there, telling people about Bitcoin, getting the buzz going. You know, it's been hard this year with the bear market. Hopefully capitulation is happening right now. Hopefully this stuff is going to be turning around. So as these new people start coming in, as the price starts coming up, because you know a lot of people only care about money, we'll be able to be there on the sidelines, giving them the correct information to hopefully make them the long-term users and hodlers we need here in the cryptocurrency space, and not these get-rich overnight people that kind of really came in last year with the ICO buzz. I mean, we're dedicating ourselves to working hard here on the sidelines. We work on cryptocurrency almost every single day, trying to understand this stuff and prepare ourselves to be able to educate people properly. And that's one of the main reasons we stick to Bitcoin, because we know that Bitcoin is sound.
I mean, we're excited about Bitcoin. We know a lot about Bitcoin. We know that we want other people to be excited for Bitcoin.
All right, you guys, I got tools, links, and affiliation codes listed down there below to help you understand these cryptocurrency markets. As I tell you guys every single episode, I got a free email help desk if you got questions. It's at eugeneforest20@gmail.com. It's spelled down below if you can't spell my name. You can also hit me up on all other kinds of social media platforms. Twitter is the best one if you actually want to communicate with me, but I'm also on Minds, I'm on Tribes. Please come over to those social media platforms, give them the upvote, the comment, the like, all that good stuff. It helps us out here on the channel. There will be another bull market. Those cryptocurrencies will be worth something someday. Anything else, Samantha? I mean, we're going to be here Monday, Wednesday, Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We wish we could be here more. We've been trying hard to figure out a way to make that happen.
I mean, yes, and depending on if I ever do punch anybody in the face, we might have a lot more free time.
I've been thinking about trying to switch departments to see if we can't get a 4th or 5th episode out here happening. Because, like I keep telling you guys mean more to me than that factory or money.
Oh, for sure.
Because I'm getting older, and money is not the only thing that makes the world go round.
No, you guys are awesome. You made today great. I mean,
yeah.
I love talking. I love to talk to people too. Like, it's better to not just have like the one person in the chat, although we still love the one person because you're still there. There's still someone. Our Raptorman said he would like to email and maybe tell.
Oh, awesome.
Email
Our
us.
Raptorman. Yes, please email me, or you can follow me and hit me up on Twitter, whatever. It don't matter. I'd love to hear from you, man.
Yay. We love you guys.
All right. Is that it?
Yes.
All right, you guys. What is today? Saturday?
Yes.
So we'll be out here Monday next time?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'll see you guys Monday at 8 a.m. Go out, have a great weekend, and remember, keep your BTC safe.
Bye, guys.